Happy New Year, Christopher. Good to see you. You haven't been at Donington Park terribly long, but you're already making waves, aren't you, at one of Britain's best-loved circuits?
Well, thanks very much. Yeah, no, I've not been there very long. I've been there since November 2011, but I'd like to think it's not me making waves. It's Kevin Wheatcroft and a great team, largely a new team recruited to the new company since the autumn of 2010. A growing team, and yeah, we seem to be getting on. We had a really nice 2012.
There was all sorts of problems in the wake of the Formula One business that didn't happen, and the circuit sort of was left in a bit of a mess, and it needed a swift clean-up, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it needed more than a swift clean-up, Henry, because the circuit was actually broken in all sorts of places. So it had lost its track license both for cars and bikes. So there was a lot of engineering work to do. There was a lot of expense. Kevin Wheatcroft stepped up and formed a new company, and we got going. And the circuit opened again for business in the autumn of 2010. The expenditure has continued. We're closed at the moment while we do more trackside works, new barriers, new fencing, alterations, and so on. And the track is now back to its best. It's fundamentally the same shape as it always was, but the new chicane, named in memory of the late Robert Fennell, is just at the end of the Dunlop Straight, but not so close to the pit building. But otherwise, it's still the same and much-loved Donington Park circuit.
Word is, you talk to riders and drivers, it hasn't spoilt the character of the circuit by changing that chicane.
Well, I mean, I think the great thing is that both riders and drivers, as you say, love the circuit. They love the craners. They love the combination of speed and slow corners. Redgate got a little bit reprofiled. That still catches some people out. You now arrive there much quicker than you used to because the chicane is that much further back. But, yeah, it's great, and people do love it. And bikes, certainly. We had a big season last year with the World Superbike Championship and so on. I know this is a four-wheel audience, not a two-wheel audience, but Donington is really 50-50 cars and bikes.
Yeah, I think this lot, if it moves and makes a noise, I think they're interested, really.
Yeah, well, moves and make a noise, we can do that often, every weekend.
I think that what's great is you can update the facilities, and I think the pit and paddock and hospitality suites probably needed a little bit of TLC without spoiling the character of the track. There's no need to smash that up.
Well, I mean, that's the most important thing. We have a number of great advantages. The history of the circuit. Racing started at Donington Park in 1931, people forget. Secondly, it's a great location, but the actual layout of the track is what pulls people along, and to watch is what is so much fun at Donington. You can move around very easily, and from wherever you are, you've got a great view of a really interesting part of the track.
As a businessman who's worked for manufacturers and for teams and for companies involved, was the whole 2010 British Grand Prix thing and Simon Gillette's ambitions to do that, was that never going to work, or did he come unstuck because of the economy?
Henry, I can only speculate, but it was certainly the impression that Mr. Eccleston thought it might work. And I think certainly the financial recession had a big hand in it not happening, but it certainly left the future of Donington Park in a bit of a mess, and I'm glad we got it back from where it was.
Just talk us through some of the programs and initiatives that you're going to have in 2013. Lots of good events. You got racing schools and all sorts.
Yeah, one exciting thing for us is to have the Ron Haslam Honda School back and partnership. Rocket Ron,
Magic.
And if you want to learn how to ride a motorcycle fast around a racetrack, that's a great place to go, so that's a good thing. We got a great program of racing. We start off really our international races with BTCC in mid-April. We've got a great historic festival, and we've got the Superstars people coming on the 1st of August, which is combined with AutoGP. Now that's an interesting race meeting. Yeah. World Superbikes, of course, British Superbikes, and a 3-day classic bike festival, and just lots of club racing through the year, and we're already incredibly busy for most of the track days from March till October.
The big coup with the British Touring Car Championship Media Day, where drivers and teams are sort of shown off for the first time and liveries are unveiled, the public can go and watch that. Britain's biggest championship is there with you, and people can come and see it.
Yeah, I was absolutely thrilled. The team at Donington Park has persuaded Alan Gow and Bark to bring the TOCA Media Day to Donington Park for the first time in many, many years. And it is a great opportunity to let everybody see, as you say, the new teams, the new cars, the new liveries. Already some announcements here at the show. But what they will all see is they can come in. We're going to let the public in and get up close and have a chance to look at the cars and meet the stars. And hopefully, of course, buy a ticket for April. It'd be nice. Yeah.
You're going to be busy, that's for sure. How many are there of you up there, making it all run like clockwork?
Well, it is certainly the case that everybody we have up there is working extremely hard from dawn till dusk, because it's quite a small team.
Yes, you haven't got enough, have you? I know. Yes. We wish you well.
Thank you.
It is one of Britain's best loved circuits. It's great to see it's in safe hands. Have a great season, won't you?
Thanks very much, Henry. We look forward to it and encourage everybody to come and join us at Donington Park.
Absolutely. If you've never been to Donington Park, you must go. It's great. Christopher Tate, thank you very much.
Thank you.